Okay. Are you making these costly tax mistakes in your business? Many small business owners in Nigeria unknowingly overpay taxes or face penalties just because they don't understand the tax rules. In this video, I'll expose the most common tax mistakes small and medium enterprises make and how you can avoid them to save money and stay compliant. Hello and welcome to today's live stream. My name is still Jeta Okokwola, and I'd like to let you know that I help businesses like yours to stay compliant, save money, and grow with smart financial practices. Today, we are talking about something that affects every small businesses in Nigeria, and that is taxes. I know tax matters can feel overwhelming, but trust me, getting it wrong can cost you more than just money. It can lead to penalties, legal trouble, and mixed opportunities. So, in the next 10 minutes, I'll be breaking down the common tax mistakes small and medium enterprises make in Nigeria, and most importantly, how you can avoid them. If you're a freelancer, startup finder, manufacturer, retailer, or service provider, this session is for you. Stick around till the end, because I also share a special tip that could help you legally reduce your tax bill. So if you are with me here, just drop a thumb up in the comments if you ever felt confused about taxes, and let me know where you are watching from. Let's dive in. Tax mistake number 1: not registering for tax early. One of the biggest mistakes I see with SMEs, small and medium enterprises, is not registering for tax on time. Many small business owners think I'll register later when my business grows. But guess what? Federal Inland Revenue Service and state tax authorities don't see it that way. In Nigeria, businesses are required to register for tax within 6 months of incorporation. If you don't, you will risk paying penalties for late registration, even if you haven't made a profit yet. So how do I avoid this? How to avoid this mistake? Register for your TIN, tax identification number, with the Federal Inland Revenue Service and relevant State Inland Revenue Service for pay as you earn and business premises tax. Even if your business is still small, get registered now to avoid headaches later. So, if I want you to type TIN in the chat, if you want me to share a quick guide on how to register with you, I want you to type TIN in the chat if you want me to share a quick guide on how to register with you. Tax mistake number 2: ignoring value added tax VAT compliance. Ignoring value added tax VAT compliance. Next up is VAT mistakes. A lot of businesses don't charge value added tax or fail to remit it properly. Did you know that if your annual turnover is above 25 million naira, you must register for value added tax? That means you need to charge 7.5% VAT on your sales and remit it to the Federal Inland Revenue Service. What happens if you ignore this? You could face penalties up to 50,000 for the first month of default and 25,000 for each subsequent month. If Federal Inland Revenue Service finds out you collected value added tax but did not remit it, you could even face legal action. So how do I avoid this? How to avoid this mistake? If your business qualifies, register for value added tax immediately. Always include value added tax in your invoices and separate it from your revenue. Remit value added tax monthly on the Federal Inland Revenue Service online portal. So I want to ask you this question: have you registered for value added tax? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Let's move on to tax mistake number 3. Tax mistake number 3: not keeping proper records. Not keeping proper records. We need to talk about this record keeping. One of the most common reasons small businesses one of the most common reasons small businesses overpay taxes is because they do not keep proper financial records. If you don't track your income and expenses, how will you justify deductions? How will you know what is taxable and what is not? How do I avoid this mistake? How to avoid this mistake? Separate your personal and business finances. Use simple accounting tools like good accounting softwares to track income and expenses. Keep copies of invoices, receipts, and bank statements. Then I have this question for you: who here already keeps proper records? Who here already keeps proper records? If not, type need help in the comment section. Type need help in the comment section or the chat. Let's look at tax mistake number 4: overlooking tax incentives. Overlooking tax incentives. Here is something exciting. Many small medium enterprises miss out on tax incentives that could save them money. In Nigeria, there are tax exemptions and incentives for certain industries. Small businesses earning below 25 million annually pay 0% company income tax. Startups in agriculture, manufacturing, and export can get tax holidays under pioneer status incentives. If you hire new employees, you can get pay as you earn tax relief. But you know what? But many businesses don't take advantage of this. They do not take advantage of this. So how do I avoid this mistake? How to avoid this mistake? Speak to a tax consultant or message me to check if your business qualifies for any tax incentives. I wouldn't know. You want a full list of tax incentives? Comment tax break below. Want a full list of tax incentives? Comment tax break below. Yes, I promise you earlier that I have special tip for you. And you can, this is the special tip: how to pay less tax legally. How to pay less tax legally. So as promised, here is a powerful tip that can help you reduce your tax bill legally. Claim all allowable deductions. Claim all allowable deductions. If you spend money on business expenses like rent, salaries, marketing, or office supplies, those are tax deductions. Keep receipts and record them properly. Keep receipts and record them properly. Many small and medium enterprises don't claim deductions, so they pay more tax than necessary. Don't make that mistakes. And at this juncture, I want to wrap up. But before I go into it, let me just remind you that please share this with your fellow business owners and entrepreneurs. And also like this page, and I want you to comment, ask questions and comment. If you are watching us on YouTube, I want you to subscribe to our channel and also click the bell so that you can be notified when next or you can be notified of our next video. So let me just wrap up this way. Here are the 4 common tax mistakes to avoid. Number 1, not registering for tax early. Number 2, ignoring value-added tax compliance. Number 3, not keeping proper records. And number 4, overlooking tax incentives. Now that you know better, take action today. Take action today. And if you need help with tax compliance or bookkeeping, send me a message. I offer expert guidance to keep your business compliant and tax efficient. On a final note, did you find this session helpful? Drop a light bulb emoji in the chat and share this with a fellow business owner. Follow me for more business growth tips like this, and I see you now in the next session. God bless and take care.